About King Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, and to summarize it, one day King Jehoshaphat got word that surrounding enemy nations, Moab and a couple other nations, were joining together to invade Judah. And at the time that King Jehoshaphat got that word, they were actually in Judah and approaching fast. And King Jehoshaphat was a righteous king and followed the Lord, and because of that, even though this didn't quite make sense at the time, even though what seemed logical for him to say would be, let's gather our troops and go meet our enemy and defend ourselves, instead of saying that, for whatever reason, he said, let's gather all of Judah together and let's fast and pray and see what the Lord would have us do and what he would say about this. And so eventually all of Judah is together in one place, and they fast and pray and wait. The king down to the most common person. And at one point in the story, King Jehoshaphat prays, and it is powerful. Shane and I are in a race, actually, to write a song about that prayer. But I totally called dibs, so just wait for that. Write a song about that. But he prays, and then eventually a prophet comes out of their midst and says, this is what the Lord says. You can go and meet your enemies, but he's going to fight this battle for you. And so the army of Judah goes out to meet their enemies, and on their way, the Lord caused Moab and the other countries to, or their armies, to turn on each other. And when Jehoshaphat and his army arrived at the battlefield, there wasn't one enemy left alive. And the Lord really did fight for them. And there are a lot of things about that story that are really incredible and really powerful. But the line that our pastor said that day, just as he was preaching out of that passage, that has just stuck with me and really challenged me. He said, the Lord can do more in your waiting than you can do in your doing. And I don't know if that hits you like it did me, but I'm a really good doer, and I feel really spiritual when I'm doing. And I feel like I'm either lazy or wasting time, or it's just not for today, or I've missed it if I'm waiting. And just from that day, just hearing that sermon at my church, the Lord has just continued to remind me, even right now as I'm sharing with you, I'm really bad at waiting, but that is something that he tells me to do. And his word promises that he's good to those who wait. And a lot of the time I don't stick around long enough to find out what that good is. But I'm sure it's really good. And so this is a song that I've just been singing to myself at home and wanted to share with you. So I hope you like it.